Good morning, welcome to the channel. It is Saturday and I'm going to start another weekend in my life. If I get up to anything interesting, I'm sure to show you. I do have some plans to go to a TooGoodToGo pickup. It's a Kung Fu Tea slash TKK chicken, so it's like a bubble tea and chicken shop. They just started having bags on TooGoodToGo, so I did pick up a couple of bags there. One of them is like a snack bag, so I'm gonna take that home with me as Christmas presents, and then the other one is more fresh food and bubble tea, and I've been craving bubble tea for the past couple of weeks, so may as well grab one on a discount. I also need to do my laundry this weekend. Super riveting, I know. And then pack and things like that, because I am going to be going home to Minnesota for the rest of the year for the holidays. So I have to pack up all of my Christmas stuff that I've been accumulating over the past year, and then also some other things I'm going to be donating to the charities in my hometown. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned because that is coming up. So I'm having this just because don't have coffee still. This is the flavor I didn't like, orange vanilla. So a couple of updates, finished like one video filming, but then my camera overheated so I can't do the other video. So a couple of travel updates. I didn't tell you about it last week, but I probably should have. The first one is for global entry. I did need to renew my global entry by my birthday of next year, which is in June. So I renewed it I think it was Monday night. I think I renewed it because I remembered, because I was on the phone with my parents and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do that. They were like, hang up now, do it. So yeah, I renewed that and I already got approved for the renewal, and it was like Thursday night I got renewed, which is great, because the reason why I did it was so early was because the way it seemed like I was going to have to do another interview, and the easiest way to do it is to do it when you get off of a flight in JFK. So, or at least for me at least. So I was like, okay, by the time June comes around, I probably will be flying out of JFK, so I may as well just have it ready to go, because you can just do like a walk-in appointment at that point. Otherwise, the way I would have had to do it is do like a pre-scheduled appointment, which is kind of hard to schedule these days. So that's what I did for my initial, but it turns out you don't need to, or at least I didn't need to do a appointment to have an interview for my renewal, which I guess is good because that means nothing questionable came up when they reviewed my application. The next update is a little bit sadder. So my friends and I paid off our final payment for our cruise for February. And we had booked this cruise because we wanted to go to both Bermuda and Bahamas. And it was like a 8-day cruise, a really great price actually. So even still, it's a pretty good price, but they did switch up a couple of our stops, which is okay, I guess. I mean, it's still a great value for like a week of vacation, especially because we don't have to actually plan anything. The first change is that we are no longer stopping in Virginia Beach, which I guess is like not the saddest thing, because we were like, what are we gonna do? Like go to Colonial Williamsburg? So instead of that, we're actually going to go to Orlando and stay overnight in Orlando, which is kind of okay, because now we're actually able to consider like doing a day in the parks, or maybe a day and a half or something, because what had happened earlier was that we would have had to come back to the ship at like 7-ish p.m., which means that we kind of needed to be there earlier, because I don't know, I'm a nervous Nelly. I don't want to be left behind in the port. So we would be able to do that as well. So kind of with that point, we would only have been able to really do like the Kennedy Space Center, which is fine, but it's like not the same as going to the parks, you know? So now we're going to stay overnight. So we'll have to consider whether or not we can go to like Disney or Universal or something like that, because now we don't have to worry about missing the ship if we are late. So we would be able to do that and then go back and then maybe do Kennedy Space Center for the second day we're in Orlando. But the biggest bummer is they actually removed Bermuda from our stop. So we were supposed to spend one day basically in Bermuda, but now instead of that, we're going to go to Miami and spend a day, which I guess is like not the worst thing. I personally never been to Miami and I've always kind of wanted to go, but the prices of hotels have been keeping me away. So now it's like we're able to do some exploring and go to Calle Ocho and stuff. I don't know. I find like the Cuban history of Miami is like very interesting to me. So I'm not personally upset about it, but I don't know how my friends feel. So we'll have to regroup about that. I think it's like we get there at 7 a.m. and then we have to get back on the ship at like 7 p.m. We also have an extra day at sea. So I guess it's okay. I don't know. Because everything is kind of provided for us. Plus when we booked, all of us got like the free drinks at sea package. So it's like, we have all unlimited beverages and unlimited soda, unlimited juice, you know? So it's like not the worst thing as well, because it's like sometimes the ports were kind of short, so we would have had to rush kind of to get everything done and see stuff. So I don't know, it could pros and cons either way, but at least we're on vacation. That's all I gotta say. Also, you can see how dirty my apartment is. I have to just like, I unpacked a bunch of stuff and then I just like left it somewhat packed because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go into the office, so that's my work bag. But yeah, anyway, I have to clean that up too. Pick up here. Seems like a pretty good mix. Got some cheese, got some chicken, got some sides, got some candies. So I am back home from my adventures. So I went to the Kung Fu Tea and TKK Chicken, I think. What is that? 23rd and must be Madison, I'm thinking. Maybe Park? I don't know. Sorry. Once we get to like the named streets, my brain shuts off. So I went there and then I took the crosstown bus over to Chelsea because there were 3 events going on. So the first one I tried to stop by was way too busy for me. I was like feeling a little bit anxious. So that one was at Chelsea Market. It was the carnival. So the carnival was supposed to be celebrating, I think the 25th, that sounds right, anniversary of Chelsea Market. So there was like a lot of food, a lot of carnival games, and a lot of stuff basically that you could do, but that was like, there were like thousands of people, so I was feeling a little bit claustrophobic in there. So then I was like, you know what, I'm not a kid, because it was also like a ton of kids running around screaming, which was like not my vibe for whatever day this is, Saturday afternoon. So I moseyed on down to the event about Savannah, Georgia. So that one was pretty good actually. Got a couple of fun things, tried some sweet tea. Actually, that was really nice because I was getting thirsty. And then got a custom luggage tag, so it was like real leather actually, so that was kind of exciting. And I had my photo taken at the photo booth, but like my goal at the photo booth is to always like not look good, because then I don't think that they will use me on the marketing campaigns, you know, but then that could backfire and I could just be looking real bad on the marketing campaigns. But anyway, there was this like Asian teen, mid-20s guy. He was just way too excited for that event, and he was like all up in everyone's business, so they thought that he was with me. Definitely was not with me. I was like, I don't know him. So they were like, oh, like I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, and I was like, I'm fine. Literally, I was like, it's just like a lot to take in because I'm like, it's a lot of people. He's like way too excited for Saturday afternoon, midday, when I haven't had enough coffee. I haven't even had any coffee. All I had was that tea. And now we are here, and I will show you what I got in my Kung Fu tea. That was a really long way of saying I'm going to show you what I got in my Kung Fu tea pickups, because I got 2 of them. So this is that Kung Fu Tea one that's kind of new on the app, so I wanted to try it out because they have so many options. So there's like a mid-afternoon one, and then there's evening pickups, so it's kind of close to work, so I might stop there if I'm able to pick one up. I only got this because I woke up at 5:45 this morning and there were like 1 bag for each left. I think somebody must have dropped it. So let me show you. So this is the bag, and this is like the Boba Chew and Dragon Pop bag. I didn't know what that was, so I was curious. It is kind of expensive compared to the other one, but this one is $6.99. So let me open it. This was already pre-packed, so it has a seal. Let me see if I can do this one. The first item out of the bag is Dragon Pop. So I guess it is popcorn. That makes sense. So this one is 13 spices flavored popcorn. That looks delicious. That's a lot of spices in there. So we'll give this one a go. I think that I did see, yeah, they are expiring soon, so we'll see. Because those are actually technically the best buy dates, even though it says expiry. If you are into Kung Fu Tea, scan that QR code. So that's exciting. So I got 1 popcorn. It looks like the rest must be boba chews. So I guess those are like candies. But this is the Chewy Boba Center Taro Milk Chocolate Coated Boba. to see because I was hoping to bring these home as treats for my cousin's kids. So 2 taros. Let's see how many taros these are. Maybe these are all taros. 3, 6, 7. 7 taro milk boba chews and 1 dragon pop. And this one sounds really good. Actually, I kind of like taro as well. Depends on if you like taro, if that one would be your go-to jam thing. But yeah, I'm wondering how many other flavors they have. I wish that they said on the back here. Okay, this one here is $5.99. So I got 2 mystery boxes and then 2 drinks. These look like, my guess is some sort of flavored green tea, but I'm not entirely sure. They didn't say. It has no bubbles in it, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but also not at the same time. So let's see what's in mystery box number 1. It's been smelling like really fried, so I'm hoping there's chicken. Oh, it's a biscuit. Oh, it's a bummer. I hope my voice sounded as disappointed as my face probably looked. And this one is curly fries. That's exciting, actually. I thought I was smelling fried chicken, so must be the oil. So that one was not bad. I would probably get it again because that's a pretty good value. Because again, you get 2 sides and 2 beverages for $5.99. Really good price. This one again would be fun for like gifts and stuff because again, $6.99 and I got 8 things in here. Pretty good value. So overall, I would definitely go back to the Kung Fu Tea because they were super friendly. Also, that particular location has so much stuff on the menu, so it's kind of a good location just in general because it's like kind of like in the middle of like where everything is like super expensive if you're gonna grab like a quick bite. But it's also like they have a bunch of other stuff. Oh, also across the street there was like some sort of weird IHOP thing that I've never seen before. Let me know if you've ever heard about that. It seems like it's not like pancakes. It seems like it's like flipped or something, so I don't know what that is. Maybe it is pancakes. No, I'm saying it, you do flip the pancake. Drink a glass of water, so now I'm gonna try this. Oh, actually, I don't think that this is green tea. It tastes like oolong. No. It tastes like, oh my gosh, what's it called? It's famous in Kyoto. Hojicha. It tastes like hojicha. It's like kind of like burnt green tea. So it is like green tea, but it's like a little bit more of a burnt flavor. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to be like, it tastes musty, but it tastes musty. But I do really like hojicha. But that's like one of the downsides about TooGoodToGo, because I've been thinking about this because one of my colleagues has a lot of dietary restrictions. It would not be a fun hobby for them, and 100% they cannot partake. This particular hobby is great for me because I don't have that many dietary concerns. It's more like dietary preferences. Because like milk I can drink, I just get kind of uncomfortable. So like I probably shouldn't drink it, but like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, but it does have sweetness, but not too much, so I do appreciate that. Also, as an update, the bag with the bubble teas was actually $4.99, so even better deal. Yeah, definitely would repurchase that one because you got 2 bubble teas and 2 side dishes for $4.99. Such a good deal. Y'all, it is so dark. It's only 6:30, but I'm hungry because I didn't have a snack today, so I'm going to eat those curly fries from the TooGoodToGo order, and then I also got the Amy Lou, I think that's the brand, chicken burger from Costco, and it has some stuff in it. Cheese, I think, and peppers, I think. But yeah, anyway, this is dinner. And then I'm also probably going to eat a bowl of grapes as well. I just remembered I also have a salad, so I'm eating that for tomorrow lunch and probably dinner. It's like a Costco-sized salad, so plenty of food in there. I also have to make asparagus. I remember that now too. Okay, y'all, finally getting around to packing a little bit. I have to fit all of this stuff. I know it's like not that much, and everything I need to use for the month or so that I'm at home. In here, I have all of my donation things. So this is all of the skincare and makeup that I have been collecting to donate, and some gifts in there as well. So have to put them into this suitcase. So that'll be my goal for the next 20 minutes, hopefully. It'll only take 20 minutes. Making decent progress. That is a lot of makeup and skincare. Honestly, some of these things I'm bringing home to use myself, and some of them I'm bringing home for my mom because she just called me and she says, I don't know if I have enough face cream to last me until you come home. And it's like, it's less than a week away, so we'll see. Also, some of this is for my dad too. So like some of the skincare is for my dad, some of it's for my mom, some of it's for me, some of it's for my sister. Spreading the wealth around, you know, the drill. Not too shabby, actually. So all of the presents that I have collected basically fit on this side along with the skincare and makeup underneath. So it has like a layer separating it so that it's like protected and stuff. Hopefully that'll stick with it. And then I'm also going to throw on top these, but I'm going to have them in my unboxing video, just as like the what I bought this month. So I am leaving those out for right now. Wow, that's really close. But good morning. It is Sunday. I don't know why I didn't notice how close this was yesterday. But it is time to get ready for the day. I am going to do my laundry, so I was just making an assessment of how much laundry I have to do. And then I think my friend and I are making tentative plans to go to the craft fair. So this is like every year they have, well, maybe not every year because of COVID, but they have this thing called the Renegade Craft Fair. It's at the Metropolitan Pavilion in Chelsea, and it's where a bunch of artisans and folks get together and sell their art stuff. It's usually kind of expensive, not gonna lie, but I like just looking at the stuff and seeing what people's talents bring, because I don't know, $50 for a candle is kind of high, but maybe that's just my opinion. I am not a candle maker. I am going to get up, probably make coffee. Oh, I forgot to run my dishwasher. That's the problem. So I don't usually run my dishwasher that much unless I'm like doing a lot of meal prep, but for some reason I've been putting stuff in the dishwasher, and then for me, once it sits in the dishwasher like overnight, it's like a no-go zone. Even though I know I can wash it, it's just like in my mind it's been like percolating in that dishwasher with all of the other food from all the plates and such. Okay, so I did my makeup already, and now I'm going to choose some stuff to take with me home. So I think I'm going to take with me this BHA 2% clear liquid. I just want like a peeling sort of essence slash toner. So this one has the chestnut in it. Okay, and then for the eye cream, this one's a tougher decision in here. I think some of these are older actually. Sunscreen. I'm gonna take my sunscreen from my desk. I think this Algenist one is actually pretty old because I got it in a BoxyCharm. Yeah, last year BoxyCharm, so I'm gonna take this with me. I also need to choose out, wow, that's a lot of face products that's not actual foundation. So I'm going to take this Dr. Jart because this one's actually pretty old. I got it at a sample sale, but this one I actually like pretty well. It is the cushion foundation, but it has like a mesh on it, so it's a little bit thicker than some of the other cushions that I have, but I'm going to take this because it'll be nice to just be able to throw it in my purse. Okay, so lip products. I actually did a pretty good job getting through these. I'm actually going to grab some of the lip masks from my desk because I have quite a few open right now, but I'm also going to, yeah, I think I'm good on these actually. Okay, and then I need a new mascara actually because I just got rid of 2 of them that are open right now. So let me look through and find the oldest one in here. I think it might actually be this Tristique one. What is this? Flawless. This one is like somewhat recent. Pretty recent. This one's pretty old as well. So this is why it's good for that I label my stuff. Except for when I'm inconsistent. Whereas this one I think is a black box. So let me look if I labeled it somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to take the Stila one and try it out because I've never tried this brand. Oh, my nails looked rough. I've been having nail problems because it's so dry. But yeah, I'm going to try this one out to see if it looks okay and if it is somewhat waterproof. Okay, this is shower stuff, body lotion, hand lotion. I do need to take a hand lotion because it is that time of year. So these Crabtree and Eveline ones are pretty old, so I'm going to just grab one of these. I do not remember what my last update was. I think I was like, I'm going to show you this next. And then laundry's done, making lunch, drinking some of this bubble tea. That's not bubbled, it's just tea. Because I have not had caffeine yet today and I'm feeling it. And lunch today is just half of the salad pack. So let me show you that. So it is just half of that salad pack, the Everything Season salad pack from Costco. I also added bacon bits from Costco as well, but it came far too fast out of the bag because I don't put my hands in, I just pour it. So I'm gonna have a bunch of bacon.
I do like this pink.
Check it out. It's all porcelain from my ceramic studio, so 100.
my mom with it. Obviously back home, got my glasses on, but I'm going to show you what I got. So we ended up going to Renegade Craft, so I guess that's like a national thing, I didn't know that. So we went there, looked around, and it was very, very busy, so I ended up not buying anything, but it actually was pretty reasonably priced. It depended on the booth, of course, but my friend did buy something. So then we also meandered our way, or moseyed our way over to Chelsea Market, and we looked around there at a bunch of stores. So I have some footage for you. I still highly recommend going there for some of like the more offbeat sort of New York stuff. So it's not like just an I Heart New York white t-shirt, you know, like everybody has. The Pearl River Market has some cute things that are like local artists in their store, and so does the Chelsea Basket Emporium or something like that. They have a bunch of food gifts, but then also some quirky sort of New York stuff as well. So we ended up picking up our Too Good To Go order. So we made that on our walk over from Offbeat. So Offbeat is a restaurant that's set up with a bunch of different cuisines and things like that, and they're refugee chefs. So I will show you what we got. It was a really good bag actually, so I probably would go back because this is like, I'm looking at it right now, 3 days worth of food at least. So let me show you what we got. Highly would recommend there as well. They have some pretty good options. I do think it's like relatively vegetarian. I don't know vegan wise, but I don't think there was that much meat in it. You choose a base, so the base is like some sort of grain, and then the entree, and then you can also have a side dish as well. So let me show you what I got. This is from Offbeat, but this was $4.99, so we got couscous, and I think this is Senegalese, so it has some vegetables in it. And then here, I can't remember what it's called, but I think this one might be the Sri Lankan one, because I remember the Sri Lankan one having chickpeas. And then this here is dal, and I can't remember which country this is from. I think it might have also been Sri Lankan. So this is so much food. My friend and I were like, wow, we know now. The rating was very high for this particular restaurant, so the food smells delicious as well. I'm actually going to save this because I think this week is going to be busy, so this will be good to just grab and go, and I'm going to cook some dinner right now. My winter gear ready, so I'm going to put it in the space bag, but this is a jacket, so I haven't really even worn it that much. I bought it in 2020. This is from Patagonia. It's a very long puffer. I've worn it like a handful of times because it hasn't been getting cold enough, but my parents said it's going to be very cold by the time I get there. I'm also going to pack 2 of these very fluffy sweaters. Hopefully they all fit in this storage bag, or whatever this is called, space saving bag. And I have been wrangling those sweaters and that coat. I got it down into one bag. So what had happened is a lot of the space bags that I bought were from Daiso, from like when I was still living in Korea, from I don't even know how long ago. If you don't know, Daiso is like a dollar store, so I bought these dollar store luggage space bags, and they gave up. So I had a couple other ones. I always keep them stashed in a suitcase for obvious reasons. So I found another one that's like name brand, so I filled that one and it should be good to go. So slowly coming together with everything that I'm going to be packing. I think I didn't fill you in. Oh, that was what I was going to do. I remember now. I was like saying that I remembered that I was going to tell you something, but then I couldn't remember what it is. I was going to look for hair care stuff. But anyway, here is the stuff I am going to eventually pack for taking home with me. It's the Chestnut BHA clear liquid, and this is, I'm actually not 100% sure if this is a toner or an essence, but I use it after I wash my face. And then I also have this Rhodial Pink Diamond Instant Lifting Serum, so I'm going to use this at home as well. I'm kind of curious about that one. I actually curious about all of these, so it's kind of fun to do them at home, especially since I don't have to see people other than my family. And then this one is some hand cream, so I'm going to take this home. This is the Crabtree and Evelyn, and it's the pomegranate and argan oil one. By this color here, I thought it was going to be like orange and cranberry, but it's not. I also have my Dr. Jart Air Mesh, so this is just a cushion compact. I'm going to take everything out of the boxes, but just until I pack it up, I got them here. And then I also have this Algenist eye cream, because I've heard really good things about this, and this one is about a year old, so like I haven't used it yet, so it'll be nice to have that. And the and the other thing is the other one that I received from this the same month, I had bought from FabFitFun, and that thing was so rancid when I opened it. Thank goodness I opened it right away, because it was so bad. So I'm hoping this one is not the same. So actually let me check it, because I remember when I went home last year, I also packed stuff and it was also rancid. Okay, yeah, no, this one is a-okay. It smells okay. It has no weird texture, no weird lumps, no weird bubbles in it. It is pretty good. This last thing here is I'm going to actually start using at my apartment here, and this is Stila mascara because I want to try it out before I go home. The other thing is that this Anastasia Beverly Hills is getting a little bit dry, so I'm not going to use it anymore. It wasn't my favorite, if you're interested at all. It was very, it left a lot of rings around my eyes very quickly into the day, so not a great one. Okay, but doing that just reminded me I have so much stuff to film this week, so hopefully I have some time after work and I can figure out a lighting situation in here where it doesn't look like I'm getting held hostage, because it just gets dark so quickly. Like I could come in here right away after work at 5:15, maybe 5:30, and it would be like pitch black outside, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to film in this little corner here after work. So that is everything. Thank you again for watching. I am going to close out this weekend in my life. Very productive couple of days here, actually. Got my, I didn't do grocery shopping, and that's okay because I'm going to be doing strategic Too Good To Go pickups. So I do have some prepared food for tomorrow, so I'm gonna eat the salad at the work. I think I'm going to the office, that's what I mean. And then I'm also going to have some dinners and such, and I also have the pickup from Chelsea Market, and I also scheduled 2 Too Good To Go pickups for tomorrow evening that I'll just pick up and then repackage when I get here. So you have that to look forward to, a lot of leftover food. So thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again in the morning. It'll be a new vlog for you, so that will be a beginning of my week in New York City. So see you then.